All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Life Grit podcast. My name's Adam Phillips. I'm the founder of Life Grit, improve mental health and prevent disease through nutrition, meditation, and active lifestyles. The podcast is in line with this mission statement, and the guests that are on the podcast have something to offer and are in line with this theme as well. It's based around ordinary people doing extraordinary things, and I believe if we all face our fears and get on the other side of them, the whole world opens up and we can be the people that we really, really want to be. So the guest that I have on today, his name's Billionaire P.A. He's written 85 books. He's a TEDX speaker. He's been featured on famous YouTube channels, Impact Theory, Motiversity. His mission is to help 1 billion people. He does a lot of work with the homeless and teaching them how to speak their dreams into reality. Because once you put that dream out into the world, he believes that people will come around, you'll be in the right environment, and you'll get the support. We can't do it alone. We need help from other people. And this is the mission that Billionaire P.A. is on at the moment. Billionaire P.A., welcome to Life Grit Podcast.
Life Grip Podcast. I am excited to be on your podcast, and I speak into existence, my brother, that everyone that listens to this podcast will get a grip of their life and speak life into their dreams.
Awesome, man. I love it. What we'll do first up is share the story about you, because I feel a lot of people, when they wake up in the morning, automatically they're thinking about the problems they have in their life, and that just creates a carry-on effect, chain reaction, and then the rest of the day doesn't go as planned. And if you have too many days like that, you put yourself into a negative state, and it's about waking up in the right mindset. I'd like to hear your story about where you started and how you were in your state and able to wake up each day with a positive mindset and create the life that you live today.
I'll paint this nice picture for you, bro. I was raised, I was born in the middle of chaos in Alexander City, Alabama. And when I speak of chaos, I had a mother that did everything she could to raise me to be successful, but the environment that I was around, you had to either pick to sell drugs or you had to steal to make a living. My personal, just for me, I cannot speak for everyone in the city, but I speak for myself. I wasn't a thief, so I sold drugs and I say that because nobody else was out there giving out no jobs out there to, black people and stuff like that. So, and when I say a job, I don't want to go to work. I don't want a job for $30,000 a year. I don't want a job for $40,000 a year. That's not for me. I'm too gifted to give someone my time and energy for 8 hours a day and get $40,000-$50,000 or $40,000 a year. And so, when I was down there in Alexander City, Alabama, I went to jail over 15 times before I was 21 years old. I come from a mother who got hit by a drunk driver, and they told her that she would never, possibly never walk again. And that's why one of my quotes say, my mama had screws in her leg like Superman had in his head. Doctor said she'll never walk again. So I told the woman, close your eyes, use your mind. I taught my mama how to glide. I wrote that to inspire my mother to speak her dreams into existence. But in reality, it was she was inspiring me, because even when she could not walk, she always told me to set my mind free, and she was to set her mind free, and she was going to be able to fly, that she didn't need legs. So that inspired me. Then I saw my grandmother. She, I was living back and forth with my grandmother because me and my mother did not get along when I was growing up. And I would stay with my grandmother, and my grandmother lived in a house with no lights. That's why I wrote the quote, even if I was blind, I could have told you my future was bright. Even in a time when me and my mama stayed in fights and we had no lights from Alabama to California, and I didn't even have the money for that flight. Well, it was a time where I sold my first pound of marijuana. I came home and I had bought my grandmama a ham. Well, boom, when I walked in the door, I saw my granddad. He had a sawed-off shotgun holding it to my grandmother's head. And one of the first things that I remember hearing him say was, B-I-T-C-H, I'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And God forbid he did not, you know what I'm saying? Thank God he did not shoot my grandmother, but he ended up going to prison because he violated probation. The trauma and the stuff that I dealt with of being, raised in the household that I came up in, from seeing my 7-year-old cousin, she got killed at 7 by a drunk driver. Her name, Quinwana Vontae Blair. Everything that I do it for these people. And then my mother's only brother got shot and killed, so I come from drama. I come from problems. And the reason why I'm sharing all of this information with you is because I ended up transitioning from Alabama to California, and that's where I went homeless. That's where Billionaire P.A. was discovered in Northern California, when I'm sleeping in the back of my truck and I'm writing all of these inspirational quotes. First, I was writing negative quotes. I wrote about 5,000 negative quotes, and then I wrote 5,000 positive quotes. In the back of my truck, I birthed 83 books of just pure inspiration. And I flipped my mindset from a negative to a wealthy mindset. I flipped my mindset from a broke mindset to a rich mindset to a wealthy mindset. And I started to manifest and speak positive things into existence. Because when I was locked up in jail, I remember my mother saying to me, I might not have legs, but I could use my mind to fly. That was the creation of me saying, even if I was blind, I could have told you my future was bright. That was the creation of me saying, if you never try, you'll never fly. That's where to speak your dreams into existence come from. I remember being in jail one time, and my grandmother told me, most people can see, but not everyone has vision. Get on people your body, but don't get on people your mind.
Wow, man, that's a full-on story. That is heavy. Like to go from the state and the environment that you're in, because I've heard you say it before. It's like, how can you be successful in the wrong environment? It's very, very difficult to do. But you were in there and you managed to pull yourself out of it. So every single day that you would wake up, what was the top quote that you would normally say to yourself each morning?
The top quote that I would say to myself every single day that I was in the back of that truck was the quote. I'll give you the whole quote. Originally, when I was sleeping in that car, I wrote, trapped inside of a negative environment that wouldn't allow me to dream, to the point that I had to set my mind free, to the point that I now dream so big, dreams dream about me. That means if you dream about me, but I'm no longer selfish. I now encourage you all to please dream bigger than me. Close your eyes. We now sitting here at the Grammys. For this here song, I'm sitting here writing you. They done turned my song into a movie. We don't want an Oscar too. You didn't even audition for the role, mama. And you don't want Best Actress too. Hold on, my phone rang and your favorite song. I'm back. That was Oprah. She said hi, but what's funny is she want to talk to you. I guess we both celebrities too, but I didn't do this for that. I did this for you. And I know this world built upon the dollar. So if I ain't got enough money for 2 caskets, when I die, can I please get in that casket with you? I ain't trying to say I want to die. This is just my new reincarnation of Billionaire P.A. encouraging you to speak your dreams into existence too. I finally got the message that you was encouraging me to live. Go out, change your mindset from a negative mindset to a positive. Your pockets can be broke, but your mind makes sense. Never spend your present time with a person that you don't have a future with. Tie yourself to greatness before failure chokes you. I was just sitting there and then, boom, I birthed the main quote that I told myself every single day. Speak your dreams into existence. Every quote that I got represents speak your dreams into existence. Every quote. That's the quote I told myself every day. And so when a person tell me, how can you sell a book for $963.36? Man, let me tell you something, man. That's easy to me.
Yeah.
A better question is, how can you look at your mother and sit with screws in her leg and be told that she would never walk and keep your mind sane? Selling a book is simple stuff to me, man. A better question would be, how did you get out of it? How did you maintain a healthy mindset when you saw that gun to your grandmother's head? You think me selling a $200 book is hard? No, it's harder to walk in a hospital and see your 7-year-old cousin laying in the hospital brain dead. That's harder to do. Selling you a $300 book, that's easy for me. So when people talk about, what it takes to run a business, man, how hard it is to run a business, I already done been through everything, bro. I've been through every struggle that you can imagine. So now all I want to do right now is 2 things. Inspire 1 billion people and become a billionaire. Those are my only 2 dreams. If you're not supporting neither one of them dreams, you can exit out of my life.
That's important, yeah. So you're creating that environment around you. If someone's not the right person within proximity with you, they're gone. So not only do you detox your body, trying to live in a healthy body and improving your life that way, you're also detoxing your environment. You said that you've already been through the crap, like you've been through the hard times. Why is it so important to go down the bottom of the hole that you're in and climb back out of it, because now you've got a completely different perspective, a different perception on life, and you've grown through those hardships that you went through before. How important was that to be where you are now?
I mean, that's a phenomenal question, but I don't want anyone to think that you actually you have to go through something to be successful, because you don't. There's a lot of successful people out here that never went through anything. But I just turned my pain into my purpose. I turned my struggles into my success. You know what I'm saying? I never would tell people I started from the bottom. Now I'm here. I was never at the bottom. I was where I was supposed to be, because I'm a black man. I came from a God. I came from kings. I came from queens. I came from a goddess. Our brains have just, as black people, has been suppressed so bad that people want to take the power of what we actually were. I'm a king, and I'm gonna treat myself like a king. I'm a God, and I'm gonna treat myself like a God. So no, it wasn't that I came from the bottom. People just told me I wasn't worthy of being rich. People told me that I wasn't worthy of learning different languages, but that's where I come from. So I didn't come from the bottom. My mindset was just stolen from me. My mindset was never told that I had a wealthy mindset. Now I'm on some positivity, and I walk into any place around this country. I go to different countries every single week, every single day. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a different city every single week, and every single month I'm in a different country. And when I go to these places, I walk around like I'm supposed to be here. I don't walk around like and people looking at me like you should be honored to be here. No, this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be in Jerusalem, learning about the cultures, the religion, and stuff like that. Learning about everything that people is over here in this country, in the U.S., reading about. What people read about in books, I go visit the places.
So it's so important to feel worthy of receiving, which is clearly what you do now. It's easy for you to go and sell your book for $960 because you feel worthy of receiving. Whereas I believe a lot of people don't feel that. They don't feel that they're worthy of getting praise, of getting support, of being given gifts, whereas you do. So perception is a very, very powerful thing. And it's amazing you say that you're supposed to be here. You were supposed to go through and live that life that you were living before. Like this is all part of the plan, right?
Absolutely. Everything in life happens for a particular reason. Everything happens for a reason. You see, I don't believe in negativity, man. I don't believe in that. I believe that whatever you go through in life, it's all about how you actually handle the situation that you go through. You can either learn a lesson from that and you can grow from it, or you can stay exactly where you are. Now, many people will sit here and think, wow, he lived a tough life. Who wants to go to jail? Nobody wants to go to jail that I know of. So yeah, I did. I went to jail over 15 times before I was 21. But guess what? How could I call going to jail a negative if the outcome was writing you 83 books?
Exactly.
That's a positive to me. 50. Let's say I went to jail 20 times total, but I wrote 83 books. Which one's more powerful, 83 books or 20 times?
That's very, very interesting. Which one was more powerful? Man, that's...
I got 83 books. I went to jail 20 times. Now I'm just rounding it off. It could have been more than that. I'm just rounding the 20 off, but it could have been more than that. I don't know the specific number, but I went to jail so many times. It was like I went to jail probably more times I was going to sleep in you know what I'm saying, in a week.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just on a mission, man. I did this podcast because I really support what you're doing. I really like what you're doing. Anybody that know me know I'm not much of I'm getting out of the motivational stuff because I'm tired of motivating people.
Yep.
That's not my dream no more. I don't want to motivate nobody. I don't want to motivate you. I want to teach people because I believe that motivation without instructions is very dangerous. That someone can hype you up and motivate you to fly an airplane. And you are so motivated that you go to the airplane and you motivated and you get in there, but they did not teach you where the power button is at. They did not teach you how to put the gas in the airplane. They did not teach you to tell everybody to put their seatbelts on. They did not teach you to save the other person's life, but to save your life before you focus on saving somebody else. So no, I want to teach people how to be, not how to make $1 million. I want to teach people how to manage $1 million. I don't want to teach people how to make money. I want to teach you about how to get out of financial bondage. I want to teach you financial literacy. I want to teach you how to buy a product for $1 and sell it for 10. Or pay, $5 to manufacture a product, sell it for 100. I want to teach my culture how to be financially successful. No, we don't double our money. We're going to 10th our money. So that means if something costs me $1, I sell it for 10. But at the same time, providing the customer with quality. I'm not just going to sell you a high price ticket on something. You're going to get good quality too. So if you look at any of my books, I got books that's $99.63. I got a book that's $199.63. I encourage anybody that's on this podcast that's listening, go support the dream. Grab the book. If you read that book, I promise you, you'll get something out of it.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to put those links below this video for sure, so people can go over and check out your website, which is called Wealthy Minds Online. And now, because what you're doing at the moment, you're spreading that, because your motivation, right? It's such a key thing what you just spoke about, because there's a lot of seminars and events you can go to. There's motivational speakers, and you're right. Motivation doesn't last. You need to be educated. You need to have things to implement, and exactly that. If someone is going to hype you up, you can easily make the wrong decision, because all they've done is changed your state from a lower state into a motivated state, a temporary hype. And then if you go and make a decision on that, a drastic decision, go and quit your job or whatever, you may have made the wrong decision because there's nothing to implement after it. So I love the fact that you're going to be you are educating people, you're giving them the knowledge in order to implement things and create a better quality of life for them and the people around them straight away. So why don't you tell us about what you've been doing in the communities, and I see you've been going around to a lot of schools. You go out every week and you speak to the homeless. Tell us about what's happening there.
Well, man, I make it a point in my day, every single day, man. I bless at least one homeless person every day, bro. Every day, because that's what I used to, because I was homeless. I have a program called Sponsor a Homeless Dream. That means you can sign up and you can sponsor $14.44 every month, or you can sponsor $29.63. And every single month, we'll give a homeless person one of these brand new shirts right here. And this shirt right here means that homeless person is encouraged to speak their dreams into existence. Because I don't want to take the homeless man no food. I want to take the man a wealthy mindset. I want the homeless person to go from a broke mindset to a wealthy mindset. So I go sit with him and I feed him knowledge. Because you can go get you something to eat from a restaurant, and I could pay $200-$300 for the food, and I could take that to the homeless person. But why do I want to take some food to him that man obviously gonna shit out? You know what I'm saying? $200 worth of food, but I could put $1 million worth of knowledge in his mind and teach him how to fish, teach him how to go get his food. You know what I'm saying? So my knowledge that I put in your head, you will never forget the knowledge that I put in your head versus the food that you're going to go, you know what I'm saying, and use the bathroom and, piss it and shit it right out. So I speak into existence that I go out into the community and bless as many homeless people as we possibly can to have a wealthy mindset. Now, aside from the homeless, we do the kids as well. I'm in a school every single week, man. I got Hawthorne High School in Los Angeles, California, 25 to 3,000 kids on Monday. Then on Tuesday, I got another 1,500 kids at Luzinga High School. I speak factual stuff. I'm right here in Los Angeles on the streets doing this podcast right here. I'm in the alley. You ever did a podcast with somebody and they stood in the alley for your interview, bro?
Nah, man. It's raw. It's awesome.
That's dedication.
It's real.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
You're never in your life gonna be able to catch me sitting at my office. So I tell and giving you my full attention, because I got so much stuff going on. I just got out of another big meeting where they want to take our clothing brand to a whole nother level. Then I got another meeting right after this one where we're gonna take the Sponsor a Kid's Dream to a whole nother level. We're gonna get the Instagram. We're working on getting my Instagram. I don't call people followers. I call them leaders. I need to get that up to 100,000 followers. So 100,000 leaders. So I speak into existence. Anybody that's listening to this, add us on Instagram at Billionaire P.A.
Yeah, man, you're gonna get a lot of followers after this for sure. And
a lot of leaders, bro. A lot of leaders.
A lot of leaders. So that's it. Don't just follow, lead. Take
that's
the
it.
stuff that Billionaire P.A. is is giving you, and put it into practice, implement it. And within your channels and the environment you're creating, it's a place where people can feel comfortable about speaking their dreams. I remember on your TEDx talk, you've done something quite amazing, and we'll also put that link below, where you called someone out of the audience, you got them up on stage, and why don't you tell us what you've done?
At the TED Talk speech, I called a person up to come speak his dream into existence. The kids came up. He was about 20, white Caucasian kid.
Yeah.
It was about 300 people in the audience, 300 to 400 people in the audience, and I asked everybody in here, if you believe in your dream, stand up on your feet. Everybody stood up on their feet. I even do it right now on this podcast. If you're listening to this podcast and you believe in your dream, stand up on your feet. Yeah, and then I asked the people in the audience to clap one time if they believe in their dream. Yeah. And they clapped. And then I said, clap 2 times if you're going to execute your dream. And then they clapped 2 times. And then I said, if you're going to live your dream, clap 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And so then they tapped into their dream. And then I said, does anybody in here have a dream that they would like to manifest and speak into existence? I pulled a Caucasian kid up around about 22 years old, and he stood up and he spoke his dream into existence. And the kid stood up and he spoke his dream into existence. And he was shaking and he was nervous. Because you want me to tell you one of the things I'm sure you've never seen before? How many seminars you've been to? And they pulled somebody out the audience and they allowed you to come up and speak your dream into existence. How many seminars have you been to that the people get the opportunity to speak more than the speaker?
None.
So I wanted to make my atmosphere about the actual. It's really about that person. Let me listen to you manifest and speak your dream into existence. And then I want to wrap my inspiration around what you actually need help with. And once he spoke his dream into existence, I said, is there anybody in this room that can support or help manifest this dream? And about 15 to 30 people raised their hands saying that they would be willing to help this person's dream manifest. And that is why it's very important for everyone that's listening to this call. Be very specific in what you speak into existence. When I say I'm going to build a house in Atlanta, I'm building a 63-bedroom house in Atlanta. It's going to be 63 different countries. And each one of the rooms is going to represent a different country, from Japan to China to in the city, Los Angeles, New York, Australia. You know, and when you come to my house, you're going to have to get a passport. Granted, the passport is fake. But in my house, I've created a reality. I've created a perception that was in my head that I was pregnant with this idea, and now I'm in labor right now, and that idea is coming out of my actual brain into reality. And you'll be able to get your passport, and you'll be able to go to Australia and stay for a few days. You'll be able to go to Dubai, and in each one of these rooms, you'll be able to dress up like that country. And I'll have a quote in each one of the rooms that represents that actual country. So, for example, Los Angeles, a lot of people come here to live their dreams. So that room says, speak your dreams into existence. And people are going to be able to dress up, and you can eat all the different foods and everything. Now, many people say, why did you want to do that? Well, 63 represents the number of days I slept in my truck.
Right.
36 represents the number of actual months that I was homeless. The 63 is significant because the reason why my mind is so elaborate, and why I'm so intelligent, why I know so much, and why I can write so many books is because, my brother, I have traveled the world. I've seen more people on the face of this earth than the average person will ever see. And what I want to do is for all the people who don't think they have the money to travel, for all the people that think it's expensive or don't think it's important to get outside of your comfort zone, I'll build a house and you come visit my house. And in my house, you can have all the countries that I feel is important for you to go to and visit.
There's so much help out there if you just ask. So when you go to these areas and speak to the homeless, what's the reception like there? Like are they doing it? Like, what do they say? Do you get people come up in front of you and they speak their dream? Like, what's it like?
To me, it's amazing, man. I get a lot of gratification out of doing that. I get a lot of feel good. It makes me feel good to be out here really helping people. You know, a lot of people that are homeless. It's not all, but most of them is mental health issues, or it's you know what I'm saying? They fallen into a state of depression. Yeah. Or and some people, they're just homeless, bro, because they really want to be homeless. Now I want you to understand this, bro. Don't ever think that because a person is homeless that you're doing better than them.
Agree. 100%.
Because a lot of people think that you got some people who are homeless and they don't want to be, and you got a group of homeless people who love to be homeless because look, the average homeless person doesn't have a house note, doesn't have a light bill, doesn't have a car note, doesn't have insurance, doesn't have any of the things that society has taught us to acquire so that we can stay in financial bondage. So if you was homeless, let's sit here and let's be logical and think, oh my God, all I got to do is get a $30 gym membership so I can take a shower, and then from there I could just find food.
Wow, there's
how
nothing
hard is
else
that?
to worry about.
Only thing you need to do every day is eat and bathe.
That's where it comes down to perception. Like someone else's life. You can look at theirs and go, man, I couldn't do what they do, right? But then you step into their shoes and they're happy. And like you'll have a look at a lot of successful people. Sometimes they're not happy, right? I'm like, there's that famous quote by Tony Robbins, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. So I actually get inspired by people that are truly happy in no matter what they're doing. They could just be at a job in the supermarket or whatever, and they're genuinely happy. And I believe that genuinely happy people, it's almost like there's less and less of them these days. You know what I mean? Everyone's sort of putting on a show. So if I meet someone, they're truly happy. They're happy with what they're doing, their current state of mind, their current life. Man, it's cool. It's inspiring, and it picks me up. I get goosebumps every time I see it.
I like that quote. I like Tony Robbins, man. He do great work. It's amazing person. I speak into existence that I'm going to have the opportunity to share the stage with Tony Robbins. I speak into existence I'm going to have the opportunity to get booked and come and speak in Australia too.
Man, so, all right. What's your real name?
My real name is Billionaire P.A.
Right.
My dream is to inspire 1 billion people to speak their dreams into existence, and the PA stands for production assistant. That is the name that I go by.
Cool. That is your real name locked in, correct?
Absolutely. It's locked in my heart, locked in my mind, and locked in my soul.
Have a look at that. That is complete, total confidence, total commitment that you are on the right path and you are going to get to where you want to be. In fact, you already are there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Well, yeah. I don't live by society standards. I'm not a normal person, so why should I do normal stuff? I shouldn't have a normal name. I shouldn't have a normal bank account. I shouldn't have a normal car. I shouldn't have normal bills.
Yeah.
I'm not normal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I live a phenomenal life. I'm joyful, and I'm very, 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 very joyful about everything that I do because I'm not in no financial debt. I'm not struggling. I'm grateful, and I'm able to take this energy and put it into helping more people speak their dreams into existence.
Yeah. Man, what do you mean by joyful? Explain that.
Joyful is when you have, for me, it means that you have significantly, searched within yourself. And you don't look externally. You know how some people say, man, I lost myself, so I got to go find myself.
Yeah.
Well, you ain't going to find yourself on the other side of the street.
Yeah.
You're not going to find yourself down the street. You're not going to find yourself in some department store. So what do you mean? When you're searching for yourself, you have to start within. You don't have to get up on your feet and go anywhere. You got to look within yourself and find out what makes you not happy, because happy is a temporary emotion that I feel like that ends up letting you down and depressing you. I search to be joyful. So it doesn't matter if the 63-bedroom house gets built or not. I'm still going to be joyful. It doesn't matter if I live downtown with the homeless people or I live in Beverly Hills with the wealthy. I'm still going to find joy. It doesn't matter if I got 300 million followers on Instagram or I got two followers. I'm still going to be joyful. And so that's what joy is. No matter what situation you're in, you still find joy out of every situation that you're in, because my success and my joy is not tied to money. My joy is not tied to a woman or, being in a particular relationship with someone. My joy isn't tied whether, I get an interview on Oprah or not. That doesn't make or break me. I'm going to be joyful for the opportunity to even tag Oprah and ask for that dream to manifest. And because the power of manifestation and because God is within me, I can manifest anything that I desire in this universe. And everyone that's listening to this, if they realize the God that was inside of them, they realize the person that they were, you could speak anything into existence. So how could you not be joyful at that kind of power?
100% agree. Man, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Billionaire P.A. I want everybody that's listening to this podcast, I want you to take a picture of your actual dream. And I want you to post your picture. You know, wherever you at in the world, I want you to take a picture of your dream and post it on Instagram. And I want you to tag yourself and say, I'm speaking my dreams into existence with at Billionaire P.A. And I also want you to put at life, is it Life Grip?
Yep.
At life, L-I-F-E,
yep.
grip.
_grip.
_grip, G-R-I-P.
Yeah.
Life _grip. I'm speaking my dreams into existence with at Billionaire P.A. and at life, L-I-F-E _grip, G-R-I-P-E. Take a picture of your dream and post that. And let the whole world know that you was inspired by this interview. Let the whole world know that this interview inspired you to step out on faith and speak your dreams into existence. I speak into existence that 1 billion people will listen to this interview and 1 billion people will post this picture on Instagram and tag us on Instagram. That is the power of manifestation. You don't think people going to listen to this and do it? You have to tell people how to support you.
Exactly. All right. So 2 more things. Number 1, what do you do each morning as soon as you wake up to ensure that you're winning the day straight away?
I drink a lemon, ginger, and cayenne shot, a healthy shot.
Right. Yeah.
That's the first thing I do every day. I drink a shot to pump me up, to get me up out my bed and stuff like that. Yeah. That's the first thing that I do.
Awesome, man. All right.
Because your greatest wealth is your health. So I do something very healthy.
Wealth is your health. So wealth isn't just about finances. What's wealth?
If you read the word wealthy, it spells out we all wealthy. So your greatest wealth is really your health.
Wow.
When I define wealth, my brother, wealth is about having healthy relationships, having a healthy body, and money is a component of being wealthy. But it's not. It isn't. If it's a circle, it's a percentage of that pie, of that circle. It's a small pie. What good is it to have $1 billion and not have no health to spend that? So you tell me which one is more important.
Yeah, completely agree.
So my health is about 95% more important than that 5% of money. Yeah,
agree, man, for sure. What is the number 1 quote that you can share with this audience?
The number 1 quote that I've created is definitely speak your dreams into existence. Right. That's the number 1 quote that I've created. But if you wanted another quote, let me tell you something. Speak your dreams into existence is going down in the history books, bro. Yeah. That's going to be all over billboards around the world. But the one that most people love the most is never spend your present time with a person that you don't have a future with. And what that means is if I cannot see myself with you today, don't call me tomorrow.
Awesome. That's so important because if you want to get to where you want to be, you can't have things that are just going to hold you back. You need to create your environment. Billionaire P.A., I love your work. I love what you're doing. I love it when people have a mission statement and they're living a life in line, true to that. They're focusing on impact over profit. Man, look, we're going to have you back on this podcast later on, so you can update us, with where you're at again, how your company's moving along. I'm going to put some links below to the different speeches and the different podcasts and stuff that Billionaire P.A. has been featured on. I'll put a link to his website. Get on board and support the foundations that he's actually created, helping the homeless, purchase a book, purchase a shirt, and make sure to follow his channels, jump on Instagram, follow him, and do what he said. Take a photo of your dream, post it up, and tag in Billionaire P.A. in Life Grit, and you're speaking your dreams into existence. And powerful message, absolutely amazing story. I've got goosebumps the whole time I've been listening to you, man. I really, really appreciate your time.
Oh, no problem, man. I appreciate your existence.
Thanks, man.
Stay positive. Keep speaking your dreams into existence, man, and have a wealthy day.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
I used to ask myself, how did I end up here? Over 2,000 miles away from home. No family, no friends, and I couldn't get a job. I found myself living in my truck. I grew up in a small town in Alabama. Me and my mom didn't have the best relationship. It was pretty abusive at times. Being in a negative environment can only lead to a negative outcome. It was only a matter of time that I would get in trouble with the law. I was facing 5 to 8 years, but the judge gave me a break. I just wanted to get away. And so I got on the 40 and I just went west. And I just drove for 3 days, and 3 days later, I ended up in California. Most people only know California for the mansions, the movie stars, but nobody ever told me about the other side. The side when you don't get the leading roles, or the side that you don't even know where your next meal gonna come from. I had to turn my negative lifestyle into a positive. So I just started writing positive quotes and just put them on the roof of the car and just looked at them every night. And then one day, I watched my truck just get towed, the place that I was sleeping every night. It was at that point that I was ready to give up on everything. Everything. But I didn't. I took on every job that I possibly could to scrape up every penny to create the first t-shirt that I ever did, which was Damn a Recession, I'm in a Succession. I took that first shirt and I sold it. And that was the best day of my life, to see somebody believe in my vision that was created in the back of a truck. And I put every ounce of motivation and inspiration and encouragement into the next 10 shirts and sold them, the next 20 shirts and sold them, and 30 and 40 and 50 until I saw Wealthy Minds sell over 5,000 shirts in 3 months on the streets. I didn't stop with the 5,000 t-shirts because it was bigger than money to me. It was about empowering people to understand the value of their minds and encouraging them to speak their dreams into existence. And so I would go do motivational speeches in middle schools, high schools, with adults, at-risk kids.
The reverse on my car went out on me, but it's okay because it's a direct representation of me. Quote, I don't go backwards.
My mission is to infect over 1 billion people with success, motivation, and wealth, and encourage you to speak your dreams into existence and develop wealthy minds. It was never about just my dream, but it was to encourage you to speak your dream into existence. If I have to go back to that car again, nothing's gonna stop me from speaking this dream into existence. I am the Billionaire P.A, and my tide is rising.